This is one of my favorite finales ever so far.
Ooh, bacon.
Greetings, tasty morsels. It's the Reverse BLT. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching the first season finale of She-Hulk Attorney at Law. This episode is called Whose Show Is This? Definitely sounds like we're going to get a whole bunch of meta stuff. Well, whose show is this? So that question raises the idea of well, who's the real main character? And also whose show is this? In terms of your life, because the show is really about real world stuff. It's about life, it's about identity, and all these things that women have to face. And so the question could be who's in control of your life? Is it you, or are you going to let other people control you? And then of course there's even deeper meta level question where we'll say you have the question of who is something made for, right? Is it the creator's show? Is it the fans? And is it for a specific group of fans? All these types of questions that always get asked, especially when you're dealing with a property that some people might see as pushing an agenda, so to speak.
Turn the friggin' frogs gay!
I'm expecting this to be trying to tackle all of those different levels we've been talking about so far throughout the series and really sort of tie them together. And I'm kind of excited to see how they do it. I'm definitely enjoying this show still, and I want to see if they can stick the landing. So let's go ahead and find out. Previous episode, Jen had a pretty fun time. She had her first outing as an actual hero and met Matt Murdock, both in the courtroom and in the bedroom.
Giggity.
And of course out in the world, who basically put it in her head finally. It was sort of revisited it and reinforced it, I guess, what her cousin had told her about, using her powers for good. We got a hilarious scene of Daredevil doing the walk of shame the next morning in his super suit, which just made me laugh so hard. The whole thing with getting her blood, that hasn't quite been resolved yet, but we got this group, this intelligentsia, got a bunch of information from her phone, recorded her having sex, and basically broadcasted at an award ceremony, did the whole revenge porn thing. And she got enraged and ended up breaking a lot of stuff there. And then it looks like Damage Control came and arrested her. The thing about that part, though, which is interesting, is that they were there awfully quick, which tells me that they were told ahead of time to be there. So either they were there just as a precaution because they knew a superhuman was going to be there, or they had been tipped off and were there for that reason, or they're part of whatever nefarious shenanigans are going on behind the scenes that we haven't fully had explained yet.
Lawyer Millennial, searching.
Oh my God, this is so great!
Her personal life.
Most of you are way too young to understand how awesome this is. They did a redo of the old Bill Bixby Hulk opening
A startling metamorphosis
for Jen. This is so great.
and pursued by online trolls.
Don't make me angry.
You wouldn't like me
You
when
wouldn't
I'm
like
angry.
me when I'm angry.
She is provoked into a rampage that has landed her in prison, and now she is seen.
Oh my God, this is the greatest fucking thing ever. Yes. The Savage She-Hulk.
They baited you and you took the bait.
I was angry, which is how anyone would respond in that situation.
But you're not just anyone. You are an out-of-control Hulk. That's what all the witnesses saw.
All she did was property damage.
Yeah, what's the big deal?
We have an offer.
Oh, well,
for a
technically,
plea deal.
that
The
one
DA
guy
won't
could say
pursue
she
any charges
attacked him.
related to the
What are
incident.
the terms?
Can't ever be a Hulk again? Yep. That thing looks like it'd be pretty easy to take off.
Oh, sweetheart. It's all right. People go to prison every day.
Every day.
Her parents are so fucking supportive.
You can always move back here with us.
Thanks, Dad.
Of course.
Did you not save any money, Jen? Because you had a good enough job. You should have been making a lot of money.
You should join me. Workout buddies. Oh, this will be fun.
But I guess she was renting, though, and you don't want to just keep paying money every month to rent something when you're not bringing money in.
Hey, get off my damn lawn!
Good job, Dad. I need to see that movie. I've never seen Legally Blonde. Or Aaron Brockovich. Or Clueless. Wait, is Clueless also about a lawyer?
You really don't know anything, do you?
You might get a kick out of this video that Jen and her friends
No,
made in law
Mom,
school.
no.
Oh no.
No, no.
Parents love embarrassing you, man.
Oh boy. Jen.
That's correct. We work together at the district attorney's office.
Oh,
We're engaged
you.
for a significant.
You suck so much, dude.
Jennifer Walters is a woman at a new low. She has no.
Ah, the
We're
narrator.
not doing a narrator. We're not that off the rails.
You need to talk to the creators, Jen. Tap into the ultimate level of your power. Don't just break the fourth wall. Step through it.
Found this vid of She-Hulk in college.
Using it for bait. Must not be thirsty. Must not be thirsty. Deep haikus by Emil.
You say I'm the monster. What does that make you?
Oh, self-help guru Emil Blonsky is so great. Uh-oh, is this where we're gonna get the big twist that he is actually still evil, though?
Mingle, okay? And remember to always refer to women as females.
Yeah.
And Lady Thor? Guys, she just sucks, okay? And I'm not just saying that because she's a female. I would have the exact same criticisms if she was a man.
Lies and also lies. I've read those threads way too often. They'll always be like, oh, we don't care about,
Females,
we're
am I
not
right?
upset because she's a woman, or because they're not white or whatever. Here's the problem, though. But then
Of course you're one of us.
press them on it. They can't give you any legitimate complaints that they have that wouldn't also be applicable to the stuff they like. Oh my god, I just realized there's a dude wearing a freaking trilby.
Yeah,
There's a guy wearing like a fedora. Oh my god, they're really going hard on this.
Oh, come on.
It's okay. He can improvise.
Yeah, all you have to do is just pretend that women like are the reason for all of your problems. That's literally all you have to do to sound like a freaking incel. This is definitely Emil's retreat. I just saw like one of his things in the background.
Just get started.
So did he just rent it out to them, or does he know full well what's going on?
Sounds like someone's cooking up one heck of a group share tomorrow.
Actually, I think I'd rather just talk to Emil about this.
So plot twist that the guy who actually was trying to attack her before has genuinely gone straight.
The abomination!
Oh, violating the terms of your parole.
I hear your group has all been making amazing progress. Every single person seizing their goal. Am I right?
Oh, he's literally just been hired to be a motivational speaker. Maybe he doesn't even know what's going on.
I didn't just get handed superpowers. I had to earn them.
But you didn't earn them, you just literally paid for it.
It's the American way.
Can't possibly be where this season was going.
I'm not sure it's gonna work out well for him.
Come at me, bro!
Surprise, losers.
I'm out of here, man.
Come on, Titania too? This isn't messy enough?
It's an insane comic book finale.
None of these
Yeah.
storylines make any sense.
They're just making fun of
Is
insane
this working for you?
comic book finales.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? This menu is not gonna stop me. Just gonna...
Oh, that's fucking great. There you go. That's what I was waiting for.
No, yeah, no. Ah, Marvel Assembled.
That is so awesome. People who didn't understand how her comic book worked were definitely going to be super confused by this. The lighting actually looks pretty decent on her model right now.
Of the second season is one extended dream sequence.
Oh, writers' rooms.
Twist. The bad guy steals my blood in order to give himself superpowers. Where did you come up with that original idea? Was that from every other superhero story ever?
Okay.
Because it's always, the main villain's always the hero except evil.
Why don't we just do things our own way?
This is the story that Kevin wants.
Kevin
And
Feige!
I want to talk to Kevin.
Yes. Nobody talks to Kevin Feige.
No one talks to Kevin.
Kevin's value is immeasurable.
This is one of my favorite finales ever so far.
Let me just have you sign our non-disclosure agreement and then...
Oh, Kevin Feige's a really good sport to go along with all of this, too.
Why'd you make me sign if you were just gonna do that?
Everyone has to sign the NDA.
Everybody has to sign the NDA. You go overzealous security guards, and we still get like the big fight that we always would get at the end of like a movie like this.
Bye-bye.
Except it's poor security guards in Marvel Studios. And yet somehow the place still ends up looking like a villain lair. Oh my god, this is so great.
She ain't ready, Laura.
This is the greatest thing ever.
Hello, Jennifer.
Kevin?
Knowledge enhanced visual interconnectivity nexus.
Oh my god, this is so fucking awesome.
Wait, so you're the one who's making all the decisions?
I will answer your questions.
And it even has like a little cap. Oh my god, this is so fucking awesome.
I possess the most advanced entertainment algorithm in the world, and it produces near perfect products.
Near perfect.
Some are better than others.
Wow.
Often said that Marvel movies all end the same way.
Wait, who's saying that?
Perhaps this is the result of following some unwritten rule that you have to throw a bunch of plot and flash and a whole blood thing that seems super suspiciously close to super soldier serum.
Well, I mean, actually, that makes sense. Hulk's origin is related to the super soldier serum, if I remember correctly.
And Bruce swooping down from literal outer space to save the day in my story?
But Bruce is supposed to return to explain what he was doing
No,
on
we don't need to hear any.
Because of how it ties into future movies.
Oh, well, I've got you here.
Oh wait, you are sitting?
What's with all the daddy issues? We got Tony Stark.
She's got notes.
Jen, please stop.
Oh, and when are we getting the X-Men?
I cannot tell you that.
That's what Hulks do. We smash things. Bruce smashes buildings, I smash fourth walls and bad endings. And sometimes Matt Murdock.
Okay, now get back to the show. See you on the big screen.
Really?
No.
No.
Should I transform back, or what's the most budget-friendly way to do this?
Most budget-friendly way.
I'll see you in court, babe.
Look, I didn't mean to.
He just falls out of the sky.
You understand that if you sign this, you go back to prison for 10 years for violating your parole.
Yep. It's the karmic price I pay for my actions.
He was doing good out in the world, though.
But you do make some money, right?
Dad.
It's very expensive raising kids in L.A.
He's staying for a week.
I did not think the conversation was going that way.
Matt, I'm going to tell you right now, every conversation is going in that direction, so buckle up.
Her family is very believable.
Learned a lot about you today.
Hey, everyone.
So I have to explain why I was in space.
This is my son, Scar.
Yep.
Wow, you're family.
Just setting up a future thing, Young Avengers, in the middle of the end of your show.
The message we're sending is that if you attack, harm, or harass innocent people, I'm coming for you.
Do you mean in the courtroom or as a superhero?
Both.
Both.
Now that's a good way to end the show.
Tell our viewers, who are you wearing to court today?
Okay.
Difficult diva of law herself.
Difficult diva. Jesus Christ, dude.
You took your time.
Emil, my apologies for the delay.
You got sucked into another show, didn't you?
We're really in an era of peak TV. All your things?
Yeah. What's the guest policy at Carbotage?
It's
Shared fridge?
we're kind of all one with everything, family.
What about Wi-Fi?
Yeah, Wi-Fi.
Yeah, why not? The Sorcerer Supreme doesn't care about the law. That was fun. I'm not gonna lie, guys. That was one of my favorite finales of all the Marvel shows. It really was. It literally had all the insanity that I loved about the She-Hulk comics. She came out of her show and went and browbeat her writers and then confronted Kevin Feige in robot form. That was fucking awesome. I love how they sent up and lampooned a lot of, legitimate and not so legitimate complaints people have about the Marvel Cinematic Universe's formula as it's evolved over time, and how, the infamous third act problem that people would talk about a lot with Marvel movies, and just comic book stuff in general. I loved how they really called out how series finales will sometimes just go off the rails rather than fully resolving what the main conflicts were. That was a really well done finale. It was real.
Do you want to try that again?
Well written and meta in all the right ways, And it still managed to do a little bit of setup, which, of course, K.E.V.I.N was talking about using the episode to do. Just really fun. I now firmly want a season 2 to see if they could build on this and keep the fourth wall breaking going. There are other fourth wall breaking characters. I mean, obviously most of you guys know about Deadpool, but there are more too. And I still kind of hope that we somehow get a weird, almost like Avengers, Defenders kind of team event with just the fourth wall breakers, because it would be really fun. Let me know what you guys thought of the season, of this finale, whether you would also like to see a season 2. And yeah, I'm just gonna probably like sit here laughing about what happened in this episode for like the next 30 minutes or so. Just always do your best to stay safe and be well. And join me for whatever's next. I'll see you later. Don't Hulk out. Bye-bye.
What is this?
I am the architect.
Kevin?
While your first question may be the most pertinent, you may or may not realize it is also the most irrelevant.
Why?